Hello guys, Namaskar, I'm Ronit and welcome back to my channel, The Bomb Connection. Finally, the end of 2017 is here. It's 31st December 2017, the last day of the year, and today, because this is a very sad day, so I want to make it a little bit special by sharing my thoughts on top 10 Bollywood movies of 2017, my picks. Guys, I did a live video with you guys a few days ago, and I also discussed this matter with you guys, and you told me that you wanted me to select top 10 my favorite films of 2017 Bollywood. So here I am doing this for you guys. Well guys, I'm really sad and really happy at the same time because 2018 is coming tomorrow and there will be a lot of new things, but we should not forget what we did this year, and this year has been really special for me because I never imagined that my channel, The Bomb Connection, would reach 3,400 subscribers in 1 year time. This is huge for me. I don't know about other people, but being a YouTuber, being a no one, I came to this point of reaching this mark. So I'm really thankful, grateful to God, to people around me who supported me and everything, and subscribers like you guys who actually took out time from their busy schedules to just watch my videos, support me, criticize me, give me useful suggestions, and share lots and lots of love. So here I am doing my favorite video for you guys. Okay guys, just let's begin this occasion. Yes, there will be a lot of sounds coming from all over, but I'll try to suppress them, so please bear with me. So here are my 10 picks. These are my personal opinions, my personal favorites, so my opinions might differ from yours, so please don't hate on me. Maybe your favorite film is something else, my favorite film is something else, but this is just my favorites, okay? So just to be clear, let's start the video. Okay, number 10 comes, where's number 10? Number 10, okay. Number 10, I have, since I love romantic comedy films a lot, so I'm putting this particular section in number 10. There were a host of romantic comedy films this year, but out of them, I love 4 movies, which are my top 4 movies of this year, and they are Meri Pyari Bindu starring Ayushmann Khurrana and Parineeti Chopra, Badrinath Ki Dulhaniya starring Alia Bhatt and Varun Dhawan, Shubh Mangal Saavdhan starring Ayushmann Khurrana and Bhumi Pednekar, and Bareilly Ki Barfi, which stars Ayushmann Khurrana, Rajkumar Rao and Kriti Shannon. I loved all these movies, and that's why I put them all in number 10 position, because all of these movies have different concepts with the same theme, that is romantic comedy. Okay, Badrinath Ki Dulhaniya, I loved it because it was fresh for me. The concept was very good. It could have been, dived into a little bit more, but I loved Varun's acting and Alia Bhatt's chemistry with Varun. And Alia Bhatt was amazing as usual, but I was also impressed with Varun Dhawan as well. His comic timing was on point, and he didn't really seem out of place in this film, and that's why I really appreciated this film. The story of this film was really strong, so that's why I loved it. Shubh Mangal Saavdhan, another film which surprised me because I was not expecting the kind of story they showed. I was not expecting that, and that was a very strong storyline for me because it is a very important thing which people need to know, and they delved into that matter, like impotency, right? And the marriage issues, the joint family issues, stuff like that. So that's why I loved it so much. And Bhumi Pednekar and Ayushmann Khurrana again gave a very strong performance. Then there was Bareilly Ki Barfi, which was a pleasant surprise for me because I was expecting it to be a masala entertainer, and it was a masala entertainer, but it also has had a very cute love story, which was actually what gave us a twist at the end. I was not expecting that. Only because of the climax scene where they really surprised me. I was not expecting that. That was the scene which stood out for me, and that's why I rated this movie so high in this category, and that's why it is in the top 10 list. Okay, and apart from that, I love the chemistry, the love triangle between Rajkumar Rao, Kriti Shannon and Ayushmann Khurrana. They looked adorable together, and I was really rooting for Ayushmann's character as well. And so yes, I loved it. Ayushmann Khurrana has done a hat trick of 3 amazing movies this year. And then there comes Meri Pyari Bindu. Well, many of you would not agree with me that this film is great because this didn't get good reviews from the critics, and the audience also didn't like it. But there's a huge but, you know, not the exterior but. I'm talking about derriere. I'm talking about this film. I love this movie. I don't know why, but I love this movie because the concept was very fresh, that a girl and a guy can be friends. You know, apart from the fact that yes, definitely Ayushman's character, the guy's character, actually falls in love with the girl's character, but at the end, he, you know, accepts the fact, you know, that the girl doesn't like him, doesn't love him in the way he likes him, likes her, sorry. So it was a fresh concept for me, and I love the chemistry between Ayushman and Parineeti. Though they were actually friends, they were, you know, the love tough between them, and there was Parineeti's character was very busy. She was like don't care attitude. She used to live her life. I also love her character, and that's why I love the chemistry between both of them, and that's why I love this film. I like it. And apart from that, it was shot in Calcutta mostly, so yeah, it had the connection with the Calcutta. So yeah, since I'm a Bengali, I belong to Kolkata, so yes, definitely I cannot deny that I'm being a little biased towards this film. Overall, I really like this film, and mainly the chemistry between Ayushmann Khurrana and Parineeti Chopra. Ayushmann Khurrana turned out to be the romantic comedy star of the year, so that's why hats off to him. Okay guys, that was number 10 pick for me. 4 movies, 4 romantic comedies in number 10 position. Number 9 comes a very surprisingly terrific, you know, horrific film. What am I saying? It's a horror film. Yes guys, the first Bollywood horror movie in a long time, which I really genuinely liked and genuinely got spooked. That is none other than The House Next Door, the remake of a South movie called Aval, and I loved it. I actually loved it. I watched it recently, and I didn't watch it at the theaters because I was not sure how the film would turn out, though the trailer was really creepy. But I watched the film by downloading it 2 days or 3 days ago, and I was genuinely spooked. The whole premise was really haunting, and the story was really different. Yes, it has the cliched horror, you know, trope, you know, of having a haunted house, but it also had a very unique story and a unique setting. If you watch the film, you will understand. I will not give any kind of spoilers here, but I was genuinely spooked. There was few genuine horror moments, and the whole atmosphere was so damn creepy. It was just creeping me out, and it was giving me literal goosebumps. It stars Siddharth, the actor Siddharth from Rang De Basandi. Then there is Andrea Jeremiah and Atul Kulkarni. All of them played very good roles. Their roles were really good. Their acting was really good, and the girl possessed by the ghost, she did a terrific job. Overall, I was genuinely spooked, and this turns out to be one of my favorite horror films of all time. So definitely check it out guys if you haven't checked this out, because I know many of you guys even don't know about the film's name. So The House Next Door is number 9 at my list. Okay guys, let's come to number 8. Number 8 goes to Trapped. Yes guys, Trapped. Trapped is another surprisingly thrilling movie which actually kept me on the edge of my seat. I was definitely intrigued the moment I saw the trailer, and it stars none other than Rajkumar Rao. So what more can you expect from this film? This film had to be amazing, and it was amazing. It delivered. It came out successful because the main story was so intriguing and so damn, you know, it could have gone on the wrong track, but because this was directed by such an amazing director, you know who it is, Luthera's director, and Vikramaditya Motwane. He's an amazing director. He has such an amazing vision. I was not sure what kind of direction this film would have, because Luthera and then there was Udan, both of the films had different kind of directions and different kind of storylines. You know, it was more on the coming of age and romantic side, but this film turned out to be a thriller film, a suspense film, which was totally different from what he does. So I was not sure what kind of storyline would be involved in this, but I was genuinely surprised. I was amazed, and I loved the film. Each and every moment, there was no dull moment in this film. Though the pace was a little slow, but it also kept me guessing. It kept me rooting for the character of Rajkumar Rao, and I genuinely wanted him to get out of this place. And finally, when he triumphed, finally when he came out of the place, I was so damn relieved. And it was And I could understand, I could feel the character, I could, you know, feel with the emotions and the, you know, kind of situation he was in. I was imagining myself in that house, you know, getting stuck in that creepy house. So overall, it was an amazing film. Love the performance of Rajkumar Rao. His performance was the USP of this film. So definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. So Trap is number 8. Number 7 goes to two movies, two suspense thriller movies, and one is Ittifaq starring Siddharth Malhotra, Sonakshi Sinha and Akshay Khanna, and the second one is Mom starring Sridevi and Sajal Ali. So what are different about these two films? Why have I kept these two films in the same category? First of all, because both of them are thriller suspense movies. Both of them really kept me on the edge of my seat. It was full of mystery, full of suspense, and I kept on guessing what really happened. And I love these kind of movies, you know, when people have to you know, invest themselves in the film and they have to think with the storyline. And there was Nawazin Siddiqui as well in Sridevi, so it helped it, sorry, not in Sridevi, in Mom, no pun intended. So Nawaz was also there, so it was a bonus thing for us. And this film really surprised me, really. Both of the films were really different from each other, but the storylines were different, but really kept me guessing, you know. So I love movies which really invests the audience as well, and really makes you think what is going to happen next, you know. You keep on guessing and you keep on getting goosebumps and literal, you know, and when the unexpected things happen, you really get blown, your mind blown. So these were the kind of movies which did that to me. So that's why I really appreciated it, and that was surprisingly very good. Both of them, Sridevi's performance, Nawaz's performance, and special mention to Sajal Ali, the girl who played the daughter of Sridevi in the movie Mom. She did a terrific job, and I was it was really nice to see such a young girl do such an amazing job. I also know the fact that she's also starring in the Pakistani drama Yaqeen Ka Safar, which broke all the records in 2017. I'm going to watch that drama, so it's all for the Pakistani subscribers. If you're watching this, I'm definitely going to watch it, and it's on my list. So yes, I was really impressed with her in this movie. And apart from that, this is my pick for number 7 position. Number 6 position goes to a surprisingly good slice of life movies. 3 movies I have in this category. Again, I cannot differentiate. There are a lot of movies I like this year, so you cannot, you know, put them one by one. So it would be really unfair to each and every one of them if I did that. So that's why I'm putting them in each and every category so that people can understand. Okay, so just bear with me a little more. Okay, so number 6 position goes to Tumhari Sulu, Jagga Jasoos, and Ribbon. Well, the first 2 movies you have heard about, Jagga Jasoos and Tumhari Sulu, but the last movie, Ribbon, you have not heard about. So let me come to these movies one by one. Jagga Jasoos stars Ranbir Kapoor and Katrina Kaif in the leading roles. This film didn't fare well at the box office, but surprisingly, it really connected a chord with me in my heart. I really loved it. I love this movie. I love the unique concept, the unique story, and especially the acting of Ranbir Kapoor. And yes, I was really surprised with the chemistry of Katrina Kaif and Ranbir Kapoor. It was really fresh and it looked really good. He was playing a 17-year-old kid who has this knack for finding out, you know, suspenseful things, you know, mysteries, stuff. And there's this reporter played by Katrina Kaif who is on to these amazing mystery thrillers. She's trying to find out the mystery behind all these things, and both of these people bump into each other, and you know, Ranbir Kapoor's character falls in love with Katrina's character, and he tries to solve the mystery of his father's disappearance. You know, he believes that his father has disappeared, and his father is played by Shashwata Chatterjee, who did an amazing job as well. So they go on in this journey, which was like very entertaining for me to watch, and it really I really liked it. It put a smile on my face, and that's why I loved it. It connected with my heart so much, and there were just very good emotional scenes as well. Ranbir Kapoor really did a fab job. So yes, that's why I give it a thumbs up, and that's why it is in this top 10 list. Apart from that, then comes Tumhari Sulu, I already gave a review of it. I don't have to tell you anything else. It was a fresh breath of life, and it's a slice of life movie which taught us so much about the struggles of a housewife who actually wants to become a career woman, but she faces so many struggles in the form of family pressure. Then there is status things, and then there was people all around her who were trying to pressurize her. So many things, so many hurdles she had to face in order to become a career woman. But after that, she finally came out triumphant, and that's why I loved it so much. Vidya Balan was a knockout in the performance of Sulu. Well guys, then comes Ribbon. Well, many of you guys don't know about Ribbon. Ribbon stars Kalki Kiklin, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, because a few days ago she did a video with Jabi Koe, and she made us sure that we pronounce her name correctly. So I hope I'm not offending you, Kalki. So your name is Kalki Kiklin. Yes. And Sumit Vyas, who starred in English as a supporting character, and he also did TVF's Roommates, which I loved, Permanent Roommates, which I really enjoyed. Both of them, these characters play a married couple, and Kalki Koshalen is a pregnant wife, but she's not sure whether she wants to keep the baby or not, because there is so much struggle all around her. She's a career woman, and Sumit also is a career man, and both of them, because of getting pregnant, she had to face a lot of struggle. How do they come, get over all these problems in their lives? And this is a very sweet story which I really connected to me, and which is a very real life concept. It was a practical film. The way it was shot, the way they showed all the characters felt really real, and that's why it struck a chord with me, and that's why I love this film. So definitely guys, if you haven't checked this film out, go and watch this film. Please download this film. It has already come out. You should watch it. It's a gem of a film. Okay guys, these three films were at number 6 position. Number 5 position goes to two amazing films with a very good concept. Number 5 position goes to Newton, starring Rajkumar Rao, and Haramkhor, starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Shweta Tripathi. Well guys, why these two films are number 5 position? Well, it's because Newton was a film which I was not planning on watching, because I didn't really know about it, though I liked the trailer very much. But then I suddenly decided to go watch this movie with my friend at the theaters, and I was really happy that I did, because this film had such an important concept, such an important message for all the audience that people needed to see. It's about voting. It's a very simple concept, but at the same time a very important concept which should be heard all over India. People all over India should know about this, because voting rights are something which people don't really get, won't really enjoy, and even if they enjoy it, people cannot enjoy it fully, because they are suppressed by the military people, all around the Sautali jo jagah hote hain, wahan pe वो enjoy नहीं कर पाते हैं. Village areas, rural areas, the people living around rural areas, or the Adivasi areas, they don't really enjoy these rights, because they don't even know what these rights are. They just know that they have to do something in order to participate, go with the group. And it gave such a strong message, and that's why I was bowled over by Rajkumar's performance, and all the other supporting characters also did a fabulous job. So yes, that was a thumbs up for me. And then comes Haramkhor. Nobody knows about Haramkhor, but I know about Haramkhor because I love these kind of movies. The movies which have very strong storyline, which has dark comedy elements in it, and it starred Nawazuddin Siddiqui, so definitely it was going to be a striker film, and it turned out to be so. And I was really genuinely surprised with the performance of Shweta Tripathi, the girl who played the student of Nawazuddin Siddiqui. They had a crackling chemistry between themselves, and the story was crackling itself. It was so hilarious, so funny, but so hard-hitting at the same time. A very unique concept put together in a very fresh way. So definitely guys, check out Haramkhor. So that's why it is at number 5 position. Next comes a movie which I think many of you will disagree with, but I will agree with it. I'm being a little biased with it because of the actor, the main actor of the film. I'm talking about Kabil, guys. Kabil starring my favorite Dugguda or Hrithik Roshan. I know I'm sounding pathetic, and most of you will be, hating on me right now, but I genuinely love this movie. Because I was very stoked up the moment I knew that, came to know that Kabil was going to release in January, and it released with Rais, so that was the bigger hype. And I was very skeptical, very afraid that this movie would not do well because of the Shah Rukh Khan fans being larger than the Hrithik Roshan fans. But it did a very good job. It really earned very good, and came out successful at the box office. But it also did a fabulous job when it comes to movie making. The movie itself was throat thrilling. It had a very good storyline, and the way Hrithik Roshan's character Rohan takes revenge, on the goons who raped his wife, played by Yami Gautam, it was phenomenal. It was so unique. All the revenge tactics were so on point, and it surprised me. It was like I was really rooting for his character. I was so invested in the film, and all those little twists and turns, the way everything was going on, coming out, it was fabulous. The revenge techniques were the awesome ones. Using his voiceover to fool them, that was terrific. And the way he used his senses, because a blind person, he played a blind character, both Yami Gautam and Hrithik Roshan, but the way he used his other senses, the hearing senses or the smelling senses, it was terrific. And that's why I love this film so much. I remember I also watched Don't Breathe few days ago. It was a Hollywood film which had a similar, not a similar story, but a similar character. There was a deaf guy, not a deaf guy, a blind guy there as well, and he also had heightened senses. So that's why I was very intrigued. I wanted to see, people were kind of gaining similarities between the two films, but I wanted to see how they were going to portray it, and I was really happy that they did a fabulous job. And Hrithik Roshan was the star of the film. He did a fabulous job of portraying the character of Rohan, who was vulnerable at first, but then he became so strong and he overcame all his fears, and he did it for his love. So yes, definitely he deserves an award for his acting in this film. Guys, that was number 4. Now comes the top 3 films. Woohoo! Okay, number 3 on our spot is none other than the magnum opus Bahubali 2, the conclusion. Guys, I know many of you guys have this film as number 1, but for me it is number 1 in the South Indian category, definitely. But definitely it was a magnum opus. People had so many huge expectations rising on this film, and apart from that, one question: Katappa ne Bahubali ko kyun mara? And finally, that question got answered in this amazing fantasy film, starring the great Prabhas and Anushka Shetty in the leading roles, apart from the other characters as well. I love the chemistry between Prabhas and Anushka. Second, all the visual effects were on point, were damn amazing, and were like electrifying. I loved it. The battle sequences were phenomenal. The use of the arrows, the arrow fighting scenes, the way where Anushka and Prabhas killed all those assailants. And then there was especially the moment when Prabhas' character, that is Mahendra Bahubali, got killed by Katappa. That moment was the highlight of this film as well. It left me sad, heartbroken. I knew this was coming, but still I was heartbroken, and I know the audience were heartbroken as well. It brought goosebumps on my hand. Overall, the film was just terrific, and yes, it did more than what we expected from the film. So guys, that was at number 3. Even the songs were so epic. All the songs, Hamsanava, then what is the song? Yeah, I cannot remember it right now. I forgot the song. Kanha Soja Zara, and then the other songs. All the songs, the soundtrack was also amazing by A. Rahman, so definitely it was also a very highlight of the film. Well, that was number 3. Number 2 comes 3 thought-provoking films with a very strong message, and that is none other than Hindi Medium, starring Irfan Khan and Sabaa Kamar, Toilet Ek Prem Katha starring Akshay Kumar, Bhumi Pednekar, and there is Jolly LLB 2 starring Akshay Kumar and Huma Qureshi. These three films had very strong message driven, strong message which was needed for the audience to see, and that's why I love these films. I love the kind of films which has strong message towards them, and they inspire us so much, and these three films did that. Hindi medium taught us the importance of Hindi as a language and why we people should, not push our children towards learning English all the time, and put so much pressure on them. It really was an eye-opener for me, and the performances by both Irfan Khan and Sabaa Kamar were amazing, so that's why it's on number 2. Then comes Toilet Ek Prem Katha. The name itself was very hilarious until and unless we saw the trailer, and then finally the film. It was so amazing. The whole concept was so important. I actually faced this problem myself in Kolkata myself. And people living in rural areas, how they defecate and urinate whenever they want. They don't have these toiletry facilities all over the villages and stuff, and it was very important for people to know and people to hear, and that's why it came out as a winner. Both the performances of Akshay Kumar and Bhumi Pednekar were amazing as well, and it really inspired us to build these facilities everywhere so that people can defecate and urinate in a sanitary way, because people get these diseases out of not properly doing these things. So it was a very strong message which was delivered through this film. That's why I love this film so much. Another film is Jolly LLB 2. It was a very surprising film. The first part, Jolly LLB, was as good, but the second film turned out to be better, because of the performances of all the cast and crew, especially Akshay Kumar, definitely, and it also gave us insight into the law, so law industry, you can say, or the lawyer's life, and it was very important. The message which was given was very important, and it also made us understand the importance of corruption which was going on and the struggles a lawyer faces in his life, and everything was so damn amazing about this film, and especially the court cases, the court scenes were the highlight of the film. So definitely check out this film if you haven't done it yet. I know all of you have done it, so definitely. So all these films are at number 2 position for me. Finally, number 1. Oh my god. Drum roll please. What was that? Anyways guys, that was very lame. Number 1 for me is none other than Secret Superstar, starring Zaira Wasim and Amir Khan in the leading roles. Why this is at number 1 for me? Well, this is because it's a very special film. It was always meant to be a very special film, but the moment I saw it at the theaters, I started crying. There was so damn amazing scenes in the film that not at the theaters. I didn't watch it at the theaters. Sadly, I couldn't watch it at the theaters. I was very busy at that time, so I watched it at my home, and I was like crying profusely. I don't know why, but it did something inside me which no other film in this all these films did, okay, except for Tumhari Salu. It struck a chord with me. It made me realize how much important it is to follow my passion, my talent, and whatever I want to do. And I could connect on so many levels because of a personal reason I will discuss with you later in another video if I can someday. But I could really relate to the character of Zaira so much. Her father didn't allow her to, pursue her talent, her career, but she, in secret, she opened this YouTube channel where she wore a burqa and she pursued her talent, and then she became so renowned over all of the world, and she also participated in the competition and whatever afterwards happened. And she also got a loving mentor in the form of Amir Khan's character, which was very tacky but very funny and very inspiring at the same time. And it was also lovely to see the chemistry between the mother and the daughter, It was beautiful, beautiful. And I could so much relate to this film, and that's why it touched so many places in my heart. I was just crying profusely. Even grown-up men can cry, right? And this film would definitely move people all around. That's why it has a very special place in my heart. So definitely it deserves #1 spot. So guys, those were my top 10 favorite Bollywood films of 2017. Let me know down below in the comment section what you thought about these picks, and please tell me what were your favorite top 10 films of this year, if you can definitely, and whether you agree with my picks or not, on some level at least. Okay guys, I'll be seeing you guys tonight again before the year ends. I will be posting at least one video from Punjabi, Pakistani and South Indian music video, definitely. So wait for it tonight, don't be disappointed. But for today, the day, this is enough. Guys, I'll be seeing you guys again. Until then, a very happy new year in advance to all my lovely subscribers. I hope you had an amazing year. I had an amazing year because of you. So thank you very much once again for making this year a memorable one for me and helping me reach the 1,400 subscriber mark. You guys are amazing. Love you. See you again. Until then, ciao!